Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at what's the wildest you up text has led to. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Got the text from my buddy that he needed help at his house and it was urgent. Thought maybe they had a flood from a burst pipe or something like that. Nope. Turns out his wife fell off the sobriety wagon hard. They had a huge fight. Cops and EMS was called. She was transported to a hospital for a mental health evaluation. House is a wreck. Not like from the argument, but you can tell it has been falling apart for weeks. Helped awake the two kids to get them ready to go stay at a family member's house several hours away. All while I'm making sure he's not about to have an emotional breakdown as well. Another friend came over to watch the kids until the family got there. During this time, the hospital deemed the wife very unstable, but they didn't have the proper unit for her, so she got transported to a facility, heavily sedated due to her being hostile and having suicidal ideation a couple hours away. Drove my buddy there so he could take her personal items. We thought we would be there for a while, but basically the facility said there was nothing we could do there and it would be best if he went home. Drove back to his house. I figured it wasn't a good idea to leave him alone in that state. He finally broke down, told me everything that had been happening the past couple months. We started to clean up the house, then passed out after the long night. I ended up taking the rest of the week off to help him out and make sure he was good mentally. They're long divorced now. He, along with the kids, are in a good place. Her, not so much, but it is what it is there. Check on your friends often. Wow, everybody needs a friend like this. Seriously, like when you need help and they would be there for you straight away, no questions asked. That's amazing. I bet everyone's comparing the friends right now. Like, how many of you guys would have a friend that would drop everything to do this for you? There are not many people who would do that, but they are out there, so choose your friends wisely. It was a buddy of mine at about 1 a.m. hitting me up about his neighbor's dog. He had seen the dude beating on the dog previously, but this particular night, he had left him outside in about 10-degree weather without any shelter. I packed my shit up, a bolt cutter and a mask, and we went and liberated that dog. He was possibly the greatest dog I've ever had the experience of living with. I miss that dude every day. Dogs like him show appreciation and love like no other. Wow, this person saved the dog and he became his best friend. I'm so sure a lot of us would want to do this. Like whenever I see a lonely dog, I just want to take him home with me. Meeting my wife. I had fallen asleep and got a text from a girl that I had been casually seeing. She and some friends were drunk at a party and needed a ride. I reluctantly got up out of bed, got dressed and went to pick them up. When they piled into the back seat, I looked back to see who had gotten in the car and my future wife and I locked eyes. That was 14 years ago. Wow. Well, thank gosh she said yes to picking these girls up. That's crazy. They literally locked eyes. That's romantic. My best friend telling me he had a poo that touched the water before it left his body. Bruh. Are you kidding me? How big was that shit? When I was 14, I was about to fall asleep and a classmate I was acquaintances with texted and asked if I was awake. I told him I was and asked what was up. He proceeded to invite me to come to his house and play board games with him and his parents. From that night on, he became my best friend and about a decade later, we are still best friends. I moved abroad after we graduated high school, but I still visit him whenever I visit our hometown and he also came to visit me in my new country of residence. We even both met our current partners through each other. I can't begin to imagine how differently my life would have played out if I never responded to his text that night. Wow, that's so random, right? They were just acquaintances and their friend like texted them to be like, you want to hang out with my family to play board games? Not a lot of people would say yes. Like I would say no. You know, if we're just acquaintances and they were already in bed, yo, that's a no for me. This is why I'm single. Led to me picking up and babysitting my buddy at 2:30 a.m. in the city as his car was getting towed due to a stunning charge on the highway after leaving the casino. After the cop left, my buddy was thanking me as he didn't know how much longer he had till he ate what kicked in. Till what kicked in? The gram of Molly I ate when the cop pulled me over so he couldn't find it. Yo. One you up text led to a midnight pizza hunt, getting lost, finding a speakeasy, and meeting a guy named Larry who claims he met Beyonce's cousin. Best bad decision ever. Yeah. Going to an all-night supermarket in order to purchase cake mix, icing, sprinkles, and the fixings for some full-fat, very unhealthy hot chocolate because one of our mutual friends got dumped. Oh, that's very nice of them. It sounds like a good night though, you know, a memory they will never forget. I was staying away from family and friends in a different city and was relatively new to the city. A day before my 26th birthday, I told my friends to not call me at midnight as I wouldn't be able to answer and I wanted to sleep because I had a long week at work. Secretly, I was also missing all my people and hoping they didn't listen to my advice. My friends decided to WhatsApp me 5 minutes before midnight. Are you up? And I said yes, but also told them that I'll be going to sleep soon. I suddenly hear my doorbell ring at that time, and 2 of my closest buds were there at my doorstep. They had flown from a different city to wish me. For the first time in 15 years of knowing them, I broke down and hugged them. We went to a neighborhood bar, and what a wild night it was with one of the tables where a group of ladies were celebrating their friend's bachelorette. Nothing tops that experience. A beautiful core memory. Wow! This is amazing. They knew their friends so well, seriously. Like, you know your friends already in bed, but you also know they secretly want you to come over. You know, best friends know each other. This was back in high school. A friend of mine came from a pretty broken home. Both parents had remarried. He called me one night absolutely hysterical. I couldn't figure out what was going on, but knew he needed someone he trusted to come be with him. Turns out he got super drunk and had put his dad's gun in his mouth and was ready to pull the trigger right before calling me. It was all over a messy situation where he had fallen in love with his stepsister but knew he couldn't be with her. He had never told anyone before this night. He didn't want me to call anyone else for help, so I sat up with him all night while he cried and poured his heart out. I distinctly remember being so tired but forcing myself to keep my eyes open because I felt like if I fell asleep he would go through with killing himself. Luckily, the situation never got that far again. He eventually got the help he needed, and even though he went through some really tough stretches with drugs and alcohol, he's still alive today. We haven't spoken in years just due to growing up and drifting apart, but I know he's now married with kids and seems to be living a stable life. This person saved their friend's life. I mean, he must have been very important to the friend if the friend caught him, right? Whew. Thank gosh. Seriously, thank gosh. How scary is that, hey? One little decision sometimes, even just deciding to answer a call, can save someone's life. Wow. Got the text at 2 a.m, drove over to help safely capture and relocate a massive wolf spider. Got cuddles. Oh, amazing. Amazing, seriously. Yo, I want a man to capture spiders for me too. I remember staying awake till like 6 a.m. because there was a huge spider on my ceiling. And I just didn't know what to do. Like, I stared at it for the entire night. I know, I'm so much bigger than a spider, but still. Because seriously though, why whenever you want to capture a spider or you throw something at the spider, it launches towards you? Like, you're smaller than me. You're supposed to be afraid of me. You're not supposed to be chasing me around the house. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!